Hello everyone, welcome to Code Manners. In this video we are going to look at Search with Typesense, what it is, what it does, and how to get started. So, Search with Typesense is a WordPress plugin created by Code Manners that allows you to provide your users with a lightning fast searching experience. No more load times, no more delays in search that could possibly deter your users. So let's look at a small example of how it works. So there are many options once the plugin has been configured that shows how the plugin to use the plugin. So this is the basic example where you can see the search is almost instant. You can also replace all WordPress searches that arrive in search pages such as the 404 page with a version of the search. You can filter by categories and extend it to add custom categories, taxonomies, etc. as you need. So what we're getting ahead of ourselves here. So let's just see first what is Typesense and what it does. So Typesense is a open source software that provides the fast searching experience that we all want. So using Typesense, Search with Typesense plugin allows you to create a fast searching experience. So with that said, let's get started. Here on my local install, I have a brand new WP installation with the bare bones installed. So there's nothing here except for a few posts which I've imported. So I've got about 300 posts. Now let's install the plugin. So you can install the plugin by going to plugins, add new, type in search with Typesense, and it will be the first result here. So you can install now. And activate the plugin. So with that said, that's the easiest method of installing the plugin. But for some reason, if you can't search for it via plugins and add new in the search plugins option, you can always go to wordpress.org/plugins/search with Typesense and download the plugin from there. Once the plugin has been downloaded, you can go and upload the plugin via plugins and add new on your WordPress dashboard. So since I already have the plugin installed, it gives me an option to replace current with uploaded. But since the plugin has already been installed, so I'll just cancel and go back. Now you can go to Typesense and settings. We have a short link to that on the plugin listing page as well. So if you go to settings, there are options for to configure the plugin. Okay, so there are two options for you to utilize Typesense. One is the cloud option and the other is the open source option. For the open source option, you have to configure a Typesense server for yourself. For the cloud options, it's there's a paid plan with this. You can check out the pricing, etc. But this would be the easiest method to get it started. So I'm logged in via GitHub, so I can create a new account on the site. Authorize Typesense. Once I do that, there's a small option to do it, so you can choose your regions as well according to where you're from, and you can select the version of Typesense the most users won't be needing this, so the latest version of Typesense is the best option for you guys. So let's go launch it. So once the cluster has been provisioned, there will be an option to generate the API keys. As you can see, the API keys aren't being generated right now. That's because the cluster is still being provisioned. So once it's done, which will take a few minutes, once the cluster has been created, there will be the option to create the generate API keys. So we can generate the keys, and you should store this option properly as you'll need it for future viewing. So since this is a demo video and I do not plan to use these clusters in the future, I'm showing you the keys, but it is best practice to store your keys where others can't see it. So with that said, the options shown here need to be added in your backend settings. So the Typesense and the settings page. So I need to configure it. So admin API key goes here, search only API key goes here, and the node is this one, goes here. HTTPS, since we have the hosted option, and the port number is 443. So I can also, the error logs are enabled by default, so you can turn it off, but for testing purposes please keep it on, and let's save it. So with the settings saved, our options are added. So let's go to search configuration now, and we can see by default the options to index these options are posts, pages, and categories. So let's select posts. So these options are for autocomplete, and there's also an option to replace WordPress search with either instant search or autocomplete. So let's index these posts. So the indexing process as shown here shows that it takes approximately a minute to index 1000 posts. You should not navigate away from this page when the indexing process is happening. So you need to keep this page open, otherwise indexing could be only partially completed. And now since our posts have been indexed, it will show up on your Typesense dashboard over here as well. So if I refresh it now, and if I go to search, you will see that I have 329 results available. So now to show it on a page, so I can copy this to clipboard for the default options. So since this has page in it as well, I don't want the page, but let's change it on the search page itself. Alright, so let's just say instant search, and I'll add a short code. So post only, and I will publish this. And as you can see, the search results are shown. So the search results fits the containers they are given in. So the current page size is a bit small, so that's why it's being squeezed in. So let me change that. So you have to check the theme and the options the theme provides to see how to configure your theme. Currently I believe I have the 2022 theme. So let me pause and just change the theme to give you a better option for that. Okay, I'm back with a theme that has more options to change the content layouts, etc. So let me get a full width content page option available, and if I view the page, so I need to remove the sidebar as well. So it's much better, as you can see, but let me remove the sidebar as well. So I don't want a sidebar, and update it. And if I go back here, voila. So you can change the design of the with shortcuts, the sort by options, as well as adding options via code, etc. So if I just want to show one post instead of one column instead of three, update it, sorry. Yep, and many more. So all of these options are extensively documented in the documentation. You can have a look there. There are also options for infinite loading or pagination options. So I can have a pagination equals to infinite option. Updated, okay. Oops, sorry, the pagination option is being passed twice, that's why. And change it. And I have now a load more option to load more results. I can do that option as well. And so if I now go to my settings options in search configuration, now I want to replace this with instant search, which I can do, and that will automatically change all search forms on your site. Like so, if I go to the sample page, for example, and go here, okay, and so I can add search form over here and search for things. And if I view the page, I have the default WordPress search form. If I click it, it triggers the instant search. And you can also change the settings for this pop-up design from custom appearance customize or customize menu upstairs, and click Typesense search. It will trigger the pop-up so you can see the design, and you can change options here as needed. You can even change the design colors. So if I have these colors, I can change the colors and configure it like that. So there are also many other options, which all of which I can't cover in this video, so I'll add those options on the next videos, and I hope you enjoy this video. Thank you.